Well, Coach, we find ourselves back at Cantler's in a better position than last year. Last year we were wrapping up the season in the regular season. We find ourselves back here the week leading in to a return to the playoffs. What was different this season in your mind with this team that allowed you guys to have more success?
Well, I think the younger players grew up. You know, they were in second year in the league. They understood what it expected. There's a lot of travel quirks when you come in this league, and I thought they did a better job of handling it. And I thought we got a little deeper as a team also with the following year's draft also.
What'd you learn over the course of the years where you were figuring out the roster, what it took to win in the league now that you think helped you this year? You mentioned some of that youth.
Well, I think when you look how we built our roster, 5 poles with one that could maybe face off, but one that also could play close. 3 shorties, one who could move to an offensive midi, and one and play defense. And then an attackman in case, playing 3 attackmen. So our roster of 19, we like to have 5-3-3 and 5 close defensemen, 5 defensemen overall and 2 goalies. So how to build the roster with the personnel you have. Some games we played 6 middies, some games we played 5 offensive middies, and I think that was the biggest challenge.
When you've got 9 teams, only 4 make it, every year's a challenge, but I think this year more than ever, because of the World Games, provided a unique layer to that. When you look back at the regular season, what are you most proud of how your guys managed the ups and downs of the season?
Well, first of all, we played 4 of our first 5 games on the road and lost the opening day at home. And so we were really behind the 8 ball to start the season off. We did a good job of kind of circling the wagons and winning some key games on the road early. And then the middle part became where we put together a run. And right now we've lost 3 of the last 4. But at the same time, I think we're very close to doing things the right way.
When Miles Jones and Colin Heacock are kind of leading the way from start to finish offensively, what does that say about the group that you have?
Well, I think they're 2 good young players that have played in every game. I think that's the most important thing. They played in every game. I think they brought effort to every game. And, just all of our young players have really contributed, and they played with great energy and great effort. And we have a chance to possibly get on a run here. And we play a team we've already played 3 times. We scrimmaged them once and played them twice. So this will be the 4th time we played Denver.
Well, you mentioned Denver. The challenge that they provide for the lacrosse layman, what is it? Because their offense at times has shown the ability to get in the 20s, your first meeting with them in the regular season.
They've been the best team that I've seen on offense from beginning to end throughout the season and in MLL history. They've scored 24, 25, 22. And so you really have to make sure that you can win some matchups, and you have to slide and support them. And we did a good job the last time we played them. We didn't do as good a job the first time we played them.
In your experience, how does the MLO game change, if at all, in the postseason? Because we're used to the high-flying, end-to-end action that comes with the first 14 games. Do things change at all once we hit the playoffs?
Typically, if you can play good enough defense, then the games become lower scored. You know, if somebody gets away, we beat Denver a couple years ago 16-6 in a championship game, but that's more of an anomaly. I think the games are more in the 12 and 13s would probably bode better for us if we can keep it that way.
Defensively for you, we've seen you guys be really good, hold teams like Atlanta under 10, but then even as recent as against New York in the final game of the regular season, some gaps there. What do you think needs to happen in this game for your defense to at least keep them in check? You're not going to hold them without a goal, obviously.
Well, first of all, we got to win some face-offs. You know, we've been, in the last couple of games, we haven't been winning many face-offs, so we're playing a lot of defense, and we haven't yet defended the great player very well. You know, Rob Pennell had 7 and 2 on us the other day. We went through multiple guys and then played some zone to try to offset them. So we have to do a better job winning face-offs and controlling the ball in the offensive half of the field and playing the great player.
Your team is young, and you would think in a conventional professional situation in terms of sports that this is a team we could count on for the future. But we know in this league that's not the case. What will your message be, whether it be emails, phone calls, text messages this week to the guys about how to attack this opportunity?
Well, I think we are going to send a message out on Monday basically talking about we have some injuries. that we have to circle the wagons, that we all got to, improve our game. Getting Matt Abbott back, I think, will help us a great deal between the lines. We may have to do some challenging things at the face-off X, but no matter what, we just have to outwork, out-hustle, and out-care the team we're going to play, and that's going to be our message.
Well, we've got some crabs here. We'll dig into these and maybe have a celebratory crab feast if you guys win another title. Coach, thanks as always.
Thanks, Evan.